You ain't ordered nothing yet, right? Yeah. You be looking like, hey, come on, come on, you gotta move over. Yo, what's going on, y'all? KK right there. You know what I mean? She right there. We outside, literally outside. Streaming is a nice night. It's a beautiful fucking night, man. And that's why we are streaming outside tonight. I'm feeling incredible. I overcame some tough odds the last 24, 36 hours, man. 3 interactions with the police. Wanted me to get out of here, but we're still here. Shout out to Council Member Julie Wan and her team holding me down yesterday. And more specifically, shout out to Sergeant Latoya McLeod of PSA 9 Community Affairs for holding me down, telling all of the rest of the precincts and the officers, leave me alone. They have not bothered me today. They bothered me last night, 3:30 in the morning. They came and woke me up violently, right, shaking my tent, flashing the flashlight at 3:30 in the fucking morning. Like, why would you do that to somebody? Why would you wake somebody up at 3:30 in the morning and tell them to fucking move? All right, like, why? Lack of humanity. That's why. Lack of human decency. That's why. But we still here, man. I'm Sugar Ray. This shit seems surreal. It's real project buildings behind me. This is not a movie. This is not a motherfucking backdrop. We're really in Queensbridge. The tent is right there. I mean, Kimona's currently in the tent. I mean, that's her right there. You see her. I mean, you see Bay Wife. We here, man. Got the motherfucking ring light right there. There's a lot of shit going on. Should be another nice night tomorrow. And we probably gonna stream every night, even if we gotta put the motherfucking, because it ain't gonna be 20 degrees, right? So even if we gotta put the motherfucking hoodie on, you know what I mean, and stream outside, I like this shit. I like how it feels. It might be raining though. It's probably gonna be raining like 5 of the next 7, 8 days, right? The rain is crazy. It's the rain season. April showers brings May flowers. That's what they preach. That's what they say, right? But we're here, man. Tonight we are talking about sacrifice and what sacrifice teaches. That's what we are talking about tonight. Day 41 of 50. I am extremely excited to be on this journey, man. I'm extremely humbled that I have the discipline and the wherewithal to carry this shit out. I'm extremely grateful for the support. Mo Better supported me, man. A lot of people popped up on me today, man. A lot of people. My man Mark Marone popped up. He's a revolutionary. Frank Brown came through again. My man Donnelly popped up, man. The people's lawyer. He's a revolutionary. Who else popped up? My Uncle Wayne popped up again. He popped up last night. Popped up again tonight. My man Bam popped up. My little bro from my building. He popped up on me, man. Who else? A few other people popped up, man. It was a lot of folks, a lot of pop up, a lot of interesting conversations with some folks. I mean, and yeah, man, we here. We here. Shout out to Scott Bernhard. I mean, Babe bought me this shit. Don't bother me. I'm fasting. Got the hat. Got the shirt. Don't bother me. I am fasting. I mean, and yeah, man. Day 41. Day 41 of 50 is almost over. About to be day 42. Friday, day 42. Saturday, day 43. And then it's literally just a week left. All right, 7 to 9 days. Even if we go to that Monday, it's right around the fucking corner. Right? It's gonna be a lot of rain next week. And so I got a schedule. Like I do a better job at scheduling my runs, my workouts outside, right? So I can get them done. But I've been looking already. Some days I got to do them. Like tomorrow night, it's gonna rain all day Saturday, in the daytime. So I gotta get my run in. I ran already today. I got like 20 more minutes to run. I got like 3,000 more steps left. I'm gonna run tomorrow early afternoon, and then I'm gonna run again tomorrow at like midnight. Right? Tomorrow at like midnight, I'm gonna run again because midnight run tomorrow is gonna be Saturday. Because Saturday in the daytime it's gonna be raining, and I would love to run in the rain. I did bring my rain windbreaker jacket, but I don't got rain pants. And even if I got nowhere to hang it, right? Like I got somewhere to hang and shit if I come inside and take it off, right? Do I have a tarp? No, I do not have a tarp, brother Sefu. I do not have a tarp. Yeah, I do not have a tarp. And it's like, I mean, it rained yesterday, the other day, right? And I didn't use a tarp, right? So pretty good. But a tarp would make it better. So if you got one, could get one, hit up Omar. If you want to bring me one, that'll be beneficial. You know what I mean? Because there's definitely gonna rain like 4 or 5 days next week. All day Saturday, I think part of Sunday, I think like next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is gonna rain. It's gonna be crazy. But we're gonna be outside next Saturday. Next Saturday we are doing a Heal the World rally right here, right? Heal the World rally, man. Rally for world peace right here on the corner, 41st Avenue, 21st Street. It's going down, man. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to completing this mission, right? I'm looking forward to the conversations that the next 9 to 11 days hold. That the QR codes up already, right? Put them up today. Shout out to Mona. My cousin did 2 of the signs already. Got a couple more signs to do tomorrow. He broke his wrist right a while back, man. So it's taking a little bit more time, but I'm grateful. Right, the 2 that he did look beautiful. He's gonna do 2 more, 3 more tomorrow, and we're gonna be good. Put them up tomorrow, and they should withstand the rain. And yeah, man, I'm excited to finish this shit up and eat again. Mo got those dumplings popping in there. Can't wait to eat some watermelon. I don't even think I want juice. Like I was thinking about it. I want all of the fiber, all of the benefits. So I don't even think I want juice the first couple of days. I just really want watermelon, like just melons, watermelon, honeydew melon, and cantaloupe. I think that's what I want first 2-3 days, right? And then some grapes, pineapples, berries. Right? So yeah, I'll probably do like 5-6 days, 3 days melons and 3 days grapes. Yeah, berries, grapes and berries. I'm not gonna mix pineapple with grapes and berries. And then we go to some other fruit. Then we start having some smoothies, right? Avocado, mango, papaya. You know what I mean? All that fly shit. You know what I mean? Do that for a couple days, and then we do some juice. Then we do some motherfucking raw. I definitely want some raw wraps. I want to make our motherfucking walnut blender thing. Yeah, walnut meat. You know what I mean? Make some raw wraps, raw lettuce wraps, right? Romaine lettuce wraps, not cauliflower, collard green wraps, right? Make some sauces and shit like that. I'm getting in my sauce bag. You know what I mean? I was telling Mona how I make the sauces in the joint, in the slammer. You know what I mean? To make it sell sauces. My sauce bag, make some sauces. And we're going to have a good fucking time. We are going to have a good time with food. We're going to experiment a lot. I mean, it's going to be good. Well, tonight, again, we're talking about what sacrifice teaches. So before we go there, of course, we're going to do a grounding. It feels good to be outside, not like cramped up in that tent with fucking hoodie on, jacket on, a scarf on, and all of that shit. And Mona said you guys can actually hear me when I'm talking. I thought everything was too loud. It's loud for me, I guess, not for you guys, right? But yeah, let's do grounding, man. If you are laying or sitting, find a comfortable position. Allow yourself to be, allow your back to straighten. Allow your arms to rest gently in your lap or by your side, whichever is more comfortable for you. Allow your head to lean forward so that your chin is in your chest. And if you are safe, if you are comfortable, allow your eyes to close ever so softly. Simply become aware of your breath. Become aware of where you are in the present moment, where you are physically, where you are emotionally, where you are mentally, where you are spiritually. Just become aware of your whole being, inside, outside, relative to your relationships. Where are you right now? How are you right now? Remembering that wherever you are, in any capacity, you can transform your space, you can shift directions, you can think a new thought, you can import a new feeling, you can make adjustments in relationships, you can reset your spirit. Wherever you are right now doesn't have to be where you remain. You are flexible, you are adaptive, you can make a different decision in every moment. that put you in a different space. Breathe into that. Sometimes it is enough just to make it through the day, just to survive a relationship, just to make it through an experience.
Yo, where's that shit?
Sometimes it's enough just to make it through.
Geyser.
Sometimes it is enough just to make it through. Breathe into that. Remember that wherever you are, being there, being present in that moment, even if it is uncomfortable, is the only way to get the fullness out of the experience. So be there, be present in the comfortable moments, lean in to the uncertainty, and trust that all will reveal itself and all is being worked out. That's it. Breathe into that. Thank you guys for grounding with me. When you're ready, slowly begin to open your eyes, move your toes, your fingers, give yourself a neck roll. Come back to the space. Thank you. Happy day 41, a ray of light in the sun. You already won. Okay, boss. Starhook, what's the deal? Yo, I never understand, right? God just tried to stop me and talk like people gotta learn how to read the fucking room, man. Like, you see a brother with his eyes closed, you see him streaming, right? Like, why would you try to talk to him? Like, you can hear him saying something. Why would you even try to speak? If it's that important, wait. Right? Like, people don't know how to read the room. And again, that's why we need the educational system that we're talking about, right? Neural soul liberation education, like, to regulate yourself. Like, you want to do something, but like, check in, like, your own self, but also if it's something you want to do with somebody else, check in where they are, right? Because I heard him coming closer, I heard the phone, I heard his voice, then I heard him say, Geyser, like, he wants my attention. Peace, brother. Right? But I'm talking and I'm actually meditating. I'm my eyes are closed and I'm speaking. So like, but yeah, man, people don't know. People don't know what they don't know. And this is unfamiliar. Somebody outside meditating in the projects, Queensbridge, it doesn't really happen like that. Right? It's never really happened like this, ever. Right? One of a kind. Right now. This is first of a generation, first of a fucking generation thing happening like this in Queensbridge. People don't know what to do or how to respond, right? But anyway, man, let's pull up our notes and let us get to it, man. Today, once again, what sacrifice teaches, and know that no matter who you want to become, no matter what you want to accomplish in life, is a price to everything. It is a price to fucking everything. So the opening question is, what are you willing to give up to become who you say you want to be? Everybody wants the outcome. Everybody wants the reward. Everybody wants the motherfucking trophies. Everybody wants the ticket parade. Everybody wants the accolade. Everybody wants the applause. Everybody wants that shit, right? But not everybody accepts the cost. We spoke about this earlier on, and I mentioned, I think David Goggins or Will Smith. Somebody said this. I think they both said it, and they got it from someplace else. But I think it was Will Smith mentioned the Marines. They got a saying said, "Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die." Everybody wants to get to heaven. Nobody wants to die. Everybody wants to be a champion, but nobody wants to put the work in. Everybody wants to go pro, right? And clearly not everybody, but a lot of folks want to go pro sports, pro athletes. They don't want to sacrifice the video games. They don't want to sacrifice the party and the bullshit. They don't want to sacrifice the girls or the guys, or they don't want to sacrifice the hanging out with friends and the parties. They don't want to sacrifice that shit. But everything, especially every great thing, like great sacrifice, great reward. Great reward, you want the great benefit, takes a great sacrifice. What's going on, my brother? How are you? Appreciate you. Yo, look, I know I was telling you before, but if you scan the QR code, man, if you want to make a donation, you scan those, you definitely could. I appreciate you, King. Give your family my love. But yeah, man, like everything takes a sacrifice. You got to give up something to get something, right? Somebody was like, even when you want to get something from God, from the divine, what are you giving up? In every religious institution, they give up something. Lent, they give up something. Freaking Islam, it's Ramadan, right? Like in everything, you got to give up something if you want something. The greater the thing that you want, the greater the thing you got to give up, right? The more personal it may be, the more passionate, the more powerful, the more attached you may be to it, right? So now you're gonna redefine sacrifice, right? Because sacrifice actually sacrifice actually teaches something and it creates something. So redefine sacrifice. Sacrifice is not just loss, right? Like people say discipline is just not doing something. No, it's deeper than that. Sacrifice is an exchange. Like I'm saying, it's an exchange. You're trading something. You're trading what's comfortable for what's possible. What's comfortable, what's convenient for what you really want. What's right now, right? What's instant gratification, right? For what's long-term satisfaction. When you sacrifice, you are actually setting yourself up for greater in the long run, right? So sacrifice is giving up what you are. Especially when we talk about this type of sacrifice. Giving up what you are, how you've been, for what you fucking can become. And what you want to become. What you said out your mouth, I want to be like this. I want to be the kind of person who, we spoke about this early on, episode in the single digits, maybe the teens. So it's episode, 41 fucking days is a long time. Come on now. 41 days is a long fucking time. I'm thinking about it like, streaming for 41 fucking days straight. That shit is a lot. It's a fucking lot. So yeah, man, it's exchanging, it's trading, giving up what's comfortable for what's possible, sacrificing, giving up what you are now for what you could become. Right? So we got a truth about growth. Every level of growth requires something, and it requires something different. Somebody told me years ago, the person you were that got you here is not going to be the person who you need to be to get you to the next level. So whatever tools you use to get here, you're going to need to use different tools to level up, right? As they say in the streets, new levels, new devils. You want to level up, it's going to take a different thing. And so, like, I'm leveling up. I needed to sacrifice a little different. I needed a longer fast, back outside on the streets, right? Different environment. Vernon Boulevard, it wasn't easy, but like these first 4 days was already tougher than it was on Vernon Boulevard. More interaction with the police already, right? I had the one interaction with the cops on Vernon Boulevard the second day, first morning, and then it was pretty cool after that. We already had 3 interactions. That was, first one was cool, second 2 was pretty intense, right? It's cold, it's people yelling at the tent, people hitting my tent, broke my fucking candle, right? Like, shit is different, man. So yeah, know that every level of growth requires something. It requires something different. You don't become more without letting go of something, right? Or without letting go of something. Examples, let go of habits, right? Let go of comfort, let go of distractions, right? And that's my next thing. And I struggle with it because I am ultimately a filmmaker, and so I struggle with letting go of movies. I can be more disciplined with like watching stuff, right? I can be more disciplined, right? Because that could be a distraction. But again, and maybe but is a distraction, right? However, I am a filmmaker at heart, and I look at life like even the work that I'm doing it through the lens of a filmmaker, right? Documenting through story, right? Storytelling, thinking about scripts, right? And so like that's something I gotta like. What are my distractions? What are the things that distract me? All right, that I need to give up. And I know that so far it's been food videos, right? I've been watching fucking food porn on TikTok, all right? TikTok, Facebook, and not so much Instagram food videos. Definitely TikTok, definitely some on Facebook, some food pages on Facebook. Maybe that's a distraction that once I'm done with this, you're gonna let that go, right? So you can't hold on to everything that you have and still grow. Somebody said in order to get everything that you want, you gotta be willing to let go of everything that you have, right? In order to get what you've never had, you gotta be willing to do something that you've never done. And so sacrifice, what does it teach specifically? Sacrifice, this shit is so loud. And it sounds louder to me. So Mona said it's not so loud to you guys, but it shit is just loud in my ear. And so I find myself talking a lot louder, right? But yeah, you can't hold on to everything that you have and still grow. You can't, right? So sacrifice, what does it teach? It teaches a few things, right? One, it teaches discipline. You learn to do what's fucking necessary, not just what's easy, right? You learn to do what's necessary, not just what's easy. Like again, I know that I have become accustomed to eating out of habit, eating out of emotion, eating because it's cultural, eating because it's available, and not even when I'm hungry. And so through my Muslim brothers and sisters, Ramadan, eat before the sun rises, eat when it sets. Teaches you that you don't really need food that much throughout the day. Me not eating for 41 days, still having energy to work out, still having energy to talk, still having energy to do some things that I need to do, move out of a fucking crib, show up, be emotionally, mentally coherent, emotionally resilient, strong. To do that, like, okay, so that means I don't need to eat cooked food every day. I don't need to eat period every day. I can do a 2-day fast every week. I might do 1 day of nothing, and then 2 days, 3 days of fruit, right? And then like raw, and then like 2 to 3 days of cooked food a week, right? Spread out, not back to back, right? So we are figuring it out. I'm gonna create a schedule for myself, create a discipline, a routine, and I'm gonna do my best to stick to it, right? Mona has been pretty good at that, sticking to her routines, right? We're human, so sometimes things slip, but for the most part, she's been really good at that shit, right? But yeah, it teaches focus. You eliminate what doesn't matter, right? Certain conversations I'm not even having no more, right? Certain back and forth I'm not even having no more. I haven't played my word game since. I do my Duolingo every night. I play chess, right? It's part of the lesson plan. I do play it for a little bit, a little time. But like my word game, that was also a huge distraction. I haven't done it. And I only do my Duolingo and chess at night, right? Like between 10 and like midnight. I do it. I don't do it the whole 2 hours. I might do it for 30 minutes, right? But when I was doing my word game, I found myself freaking doing it 6, 7 times an hour, 10 times in an hour, right? Which adds up to now I done the day word game for 3 hours out the day, 4 hours out the day. Big distraction. So focus. It teaches focus. You eliminate what does not matter, right? Prioritization. You decide what actually matters most. All right. You prioritize. Okay, this matters most. Okay, my workout. I need to get my workout in. Okay, I need to do this. I need to do that. Okay, these are the most important things. And it teaches you fucking commitment. You prove to yourself that you are fucking serious, right? When you sacrifice, like I'm proving to myself that I am serious about my cause, about my mission, about getting this message out, about fulfilling this prophecy, right? Sacrifice reveals your priorities, man, and it shows you who the fuck you really are, right? When you sacrifice, especially when you sacrifice the things that again, like you're most attached to. For some, it may be alcohol, it may be shopping, right? It may be sex. For me, it was 100% food. Right, it was food, and I had already did a 6-month cleanse fast from weed, so it wasn't weed so much. But I was like, you know what? Let me let go of weed again. I smoked for like 3 days. Going into my birthday, or my birthday, the day after my birthday. That's the day after my birthday party, and then on my birthday, I smoked for like 3 days, and then I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm not gonna smoke for these 50 days at least, right? I might smoke again after. I might smoke the day I'm done, right? I don't know, but I'm able to stop. That's the point. Every night, every night. But that's my point. Like being able to detach whenever you say like, all right, that's enough. Stick to that. All right, that's enough. I'm stopping. Into that, right? And so, what is the emotional reality of sacrifice? Right? It does not always fucking feel good. You got to keep it a buck. This shit right here does not feel good. Not eating for 41 days does not feel good. Sleeping outside does not feel good. It does not feel good at all. Right? It's discomfort. It feels like a little bit of pressure, right? Because like I gotta do it. I said it, so I gotta do it. But that's part of the process, right? That's part of the process, and it could feel like missing out. And I definitely, and I don't want her to don't take this the wrong way. Come on, now, right? Because it's nothing for you. But like, especially with those tacos, I feel like I missed out, right? And again, I want to be there when people are eating. I want to be there with family dinners, right? I want to be there. But I definitely felt like I was missing out because like them shits looked so good, smelled so good. She had all of the fixings, right? She had the fucking mushrooms, the ground vegan meat, the motherfucking the vegan queso from scratch, the sour cream from scratch, the fucking rice, the corn, the fucking tomatoes, the guac. Babe, I don't know what it was. What I'm saying is that it was everything. She had everything. Said it wasn't corn. It was everything else, right? The tortillas, the nachos, right? It was family. It was basketball game on. Like I felt like I missed out, right? But again, I'm grateful that I have the discipline to be there, to feel that, and to not allow that to push me to be like, fuck it, I'm eating. No, I can be here and I can feel like I'm missing out. And the feeling is not fact. So I'm missing out, cool, but I'm really not because I'm staying committed to like what I said. So I'm actually growing. I feel like I'm missing out, but the truth is that I'm growing because I'm around the food. I'm around food that I enjoy, food that I love, but I'm not engaging. So I'm growing. I'm growing and I'm pushing myself. I'm testing myself and I'm strengthening my discipline, right? So temporary discomfort, long-term growth, right? So while most people avoid sacrificing, number one, there are people, my boy hit me this morning and I posted day 41. He was like, damn, I can't even go a day without eating. I said, yes, you could if you wanted to. He said, nigga, I'll eat. He said, I go a day, I pass out and die, right? Like drama king, right? But a lot of people avoid sacrifice because they want results without giving up anything. They want the championship. They want the glitz. They want the fucking glory without the fucking struggle, without the grit, without going through something. That's the fucking real deal. But that's not how this shit works. In every instance, every person who achieves something great, something really great in their life, said they gave up something. Time with friends. They sacrificed time with their family. They had to sacrifice something. And no, it did not always feel good, right? They wanted time. They wanted to commit to family. They sacrificed jobs. They sacrificed certain career opportunities because they're like, no, my family is important. Where I live, here, close to my family, is important. So different levels of sacrifice, right? Different ways to sacrifice. But no matter how you slice it or dice it, you don't get something for nothing. That's not how this shit works. You want something, you got to give up something. You want something great, really great, you got to give up something really fucking great, right? Simple as that. Simple as fucking that. And so, what does sacrifice create? All right. What does sacrifice create? Right. When you sacrifice intentionally, right? Intentionally, you create space. Peace, brother. How you? When you sacrifice intentionally, you create space. You said this before. You create space for growth. You create space for fucking clarity. Clarity is one of the biggest things. Growth and clarity is extremely important. You create opportunity for yourself. You create transformation within yourself, whether it's in your body, it's in your mind, it's in your heart, it's in your spirit. You transform relationships, right? Transform communities depending on how you sacrifice, right? So what you remove, when you take something away, it creates room for what you're building. And what am I building? A world healing system. What am I building? A healed world. What am I building? A better body. I'm building a more disciplined fucking diet, a more disciplined lifestyle, right? That's what I'm building. A healthy fucking top tier relationship, right? Not just with myself, with my woman, with my mom, with certain friends and family, right? I'm creating room for really rebuilding my family in the best way possible. But I got to remove something. Got to remove something. You got to sacrifice something. You got to give it up. And so, like, understand this fast, right? Like this discipline that I'm like committing to, this heal the world mission. It's all sacrifice, and it's all been sacrifice. I remember when I was really getting deep into the mission, right? I was really getting deep into the mission, heal the world. I was really speaking a lot of places and showing up a lot of places. I was really doing this shit. What's going on, right? What I was sacrificing, I remember a few times I had opportunities to travel different places and make some okay money, but like things that I was committed to was coming up, right? And so like I sacrificed this opportunity. Like this is what I'm focused on right now, and I know that like if I allow myself to be distracted, I'm gonna be distracted, right? And so one of the biggest sacrifices, right? It's fucking let's figure out if the siren go by. Welcome to Queensbridge, right? Welcome to your city, the city that never fucking sleeps. But I remember when I think I told the story before when I first published Dear Usha. I was publishing Dear Usha. It wasn't even out yet. I ain't even have no copies yet. I was publishing Dear Usha, 2017. Right, committed to get my first book, my first official barcoded book out there. I got a couple of pre-orders. Like we're gonna hit the streets. I got an opportunity to work at the post office. My elder was working at the post office with his wife. They both been there 40 years, seniority, top positions. Could bring me in easy, give me all the benefits, give me dope schedule. And I was having a daughter. No, I had a daughter already. My daughter was already born. Putting this book out, going through challenges. That's what it was. Going through challenges. Had already split from my ex-wife. That was it. That's what it was. Usha was born November. Already split from my ex-wife that February. And that August I published a book. That June, July, I was offered a job at the post office. I never really thought about it, right? I told her, bro, let me think about it. But I was like, no, because like if I do that, I'm gonna commit to that, and then who knows, it might be 20 years at the post office, and that's not what I want to do in my life. So like I sacrificed that shit. It hasn't been a challenge financially. It's been challenging moments, challenging months, challenging years, absolutely. But do I feel fulfilled? Do I wake up every day and go to sleep every night fulfilled, knowing that like I am contributing positively to the world on a grand scale, not just delivering mail, not just doing. Those the dog pee right there. Yo, shit crazy. But yeah, a sacrifice, right? So this shit now is not random. This sacrifice, the bus go by, another bus coming. Shit is all night, y'all, all night long. But after tomorrow, we got 8 more days. Yeah, I'm gonna push it to 10. If I could do it, it's a Saturday. It should not. It may not be as loud because not delivery trucks and stuff like that. But that Monday, if I do not leave on the second, if I do that Saturday night, Sunday all day, and then that Monday, I'm packing up as soon as SR Daily's over. SR Daily done, I'm packing up before that shit even it starts. Start packing my shit and be ready to fucking go. This shit is too fucking loud, right? But yeah, this shit is not random. This shit is very intentional. This shit is very purposeful. So sacrifice is not just what you do; it's who you become. You become more disciplined. You become more focused. You become more aligned to your mission, more aligned to your vision, more aligned with the life that the divine has in store for you. And so, audience reflection. What is your growth costing you right now? Because it's costing you something. Some of you on here right now, I know that you are committed to something and you are doing it. What is it costing you, though? What is it costing you? All right? And what are you avoiding letting go of? What are you avoiding letting go of? Very real questions. Your growth, what is it costing you right now? And what are you avoiding actually letting go of? For me, I think, it could be something. I didn't think about it till just now. I could be avoiding letting go of my community, right? Even for a time being. Like when I first got the crib I was just at, I wanted to be close to this neighborhood, right? Kimona and I spoke. I was like, I want to be close to this area ideally. Right? We spoke about getting a place together. I was like, ideally, I would like to be close to this neighborhood. Um, but I think, right? I know that in other places, I could thrive economically. I could thrive. And so my question to myself is always, thriving economically, will I be fulfilled internally, spiritually, because I'm not so close to my neighborhood, right? But I do know that there is going to be a place, there's going to be a time when I'm not going to live so close. My mother's not going to be here. I'm going to move my mother out of the neighborhood at some point, right? Next year or so. We get enough breasts, and we make some shit happen. My she's coming with us. We get a house, we get an extra little spot right there, little outhouse. Mama Kim right there, right? I need my mama close to me. She needs to be close to me, right? She needs it, right? So, but yeah, man, I think that's what I might be avoiding letting go of is my connection to this neighborhood. I don't want to let it go, but I do. I'm starting to remember that you could pause, you could let go and come back, right? Because the goals that I have, it takes economic resources, it takes fucking money, it takes a lot of money, right? And could I make a lot of money other places and pour back into this neighborhood? I think I could. I know I could. I know in a place like Atlanta, I would thrive. In a place like Miami, I would thrive. In a place like LA, I would thrive. Right? I know I would thrive. Even in Midwest places, I would thrive. I know I would. With this New York swag, this hustle mentality, right? Like with this mission and this vision, like especially I'm talking about like uplifting their community in certain ways, like I would absolutely thrive. Right? And part of what they say is that when you go to a different place, you get more economic support, right? And so, yeah, I'm gonna sit with that, right? And so my growth right now, literally, this moment is costing me food. It's costing me comfortable bed, right? It's costing me sleeping in a warm house, sleeping next to my fiance, sleeping next to Kimona, sleeping by myself out here, right? Like not inside with her. That's what it's costing me right now. So before tomorrow, Our challenge tonight is you want to identify one thing you need to release. Identify one thing that you need to release, one habit, one distraction, one comfort, whatever it is. Could be a habit, could be a distraction, could be a comfort, right? Identify one thing that you need to release and let it go. I'm gonna sit with that. What's one thing I need to release? What is one thing I need to release? Yeah, I'm gonna sit with that because as I'm going through my brain, I'm like, I think I released most things that I was attached to, right? I released a lot of things, right? And so, yeah, man, what are you willing to sacrifice for your next level up? Right? That's the question for tonight. What are you willing to sacrifice for your next level up? What are you willing to sacrifice to go to the next level? Drop it in the comments. Because the truth is, as we close, you cannot become more. You cannot become more. I don't give a fuck what you think, what you've been taught. You cannot become more without giving something up. It just doesn't work like that. That's not the way this shit works. You cannot become more without giving up something. Right? Fu said everyone wants a cheat code. Facts. I have to take a plan to hold my wife's hand. Love is sacrifice. Fire. Doing what's easy tends to be hard in the long run. That's a fact. Somebody said when you do what's easy, I think it was Les Brown. When you do what's easy, your life will be hard. But when you do what's hard, your life will be easy. When you do what's easy, your life will be hard. But when you do what's hard, your life will be easy. That's a fact, right? That's big facts. Big bucks, no whammies. I'm willing to give up doing everything so I can be the things that truly matter. Fire. I am willing to sacrifice what makes sense to carry out my purpose. Okay, well, what makes sense, brother? Drop it in the chat. What are you willing to sacrifice? That's what I'm asking you, huh? Player, player, player. You know what I mean? But yo, man, that's our stream. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thursday, thanks for driving Therapeutic Thursday. Don't bother me. I'm fasting. Shout out to Scott Bernhardt. Shout out to all the people that pulled up today. Shout out to Sergeant Latoya McLeod for putting that work in, having those meetings, talking to those police captains and sergeants and other officers, and getting them to leave me the fuck alone. I was not bothered at all today. Cops definitely drove by. They walked by across the street. But at no point did any officer bother me today, and I am grateful for that, man. It was a pretty peaceful day, right? Pretty tiring day, though. A lot of talking to a lot of people still, a lot of noise. Everybody's rushing, honking horns. The train is right there. The buses are coming. The motorcycles went by. We live on 21st Street, y'all. We are live on 21st Street. Let's look at the scenery, right? Let's spin it. We live outside. It's going down. On, man? I'm hunger striking. 50-day hunger strike, 14-day sleep out for world peace.
Word.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up,
pull up on me when you come back. Holler at me, Bez Bill. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, you see, we outside 21st Street. There's a lot going on over there. The train station is a lot fucking happening. A lot happening. KK said, I'm realizing the belief that I need to do everything on my own. Huh? Oh, releasing. I'm releasing the belief that I need to do everything on my own. Big facts. Let that shit go. Let that shit go. You got people who love you, who are here to help you and support you in the small ways and the big ways. But yo, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Day 41 is a wrap. We're gonna shut this shit down. Take a few pictures with the setup like this. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, it's a beautiful night. I'm gonna get the rest of my steps in. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, 9 a.m. If you're tuning into SR Daily, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. If you're tuning in tomorrow night, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here. Tomorrow is day 42, and tomorrow we're talking about the hardest moments. We're talking about the hardest moments of this shit. And I'm going to tell you this already, that these last 4 days being outside have been pretty much harder than the previous 37 days, right? Like a lot more energy than the previous 37 days. But I'm so far along, there's no thought of quitting, all of that shit. But yeah, man. Yo, we out. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Peace and love.